My beloved child, listen to me. You who have walked many years upon this earth, who have weathered storms and built families, held jobs, paid dues, and carried burdens far heavier than anyone knew, hear me now. My love for you has never been a prize to win, nor a reward for your strength. It has always been a gift. I have watched you. Even before your hair turned silver, even before the lines of age marked your skin, I saw you trying. You tried to be enough for your family. You tried to please me through routines and rituals. You tried to prove your worth to the world through your labor, your reputation, your sacrifices. But let me tell you now, none of that ever made me love you more, and none of your failures or shortcomings ever made me love you less. You do not have to perform for me. You never did. I am not impressed by your ability to hold it all together, nor am I disappointed when you fall apart. When you cried in secret and pretended to be strong, I saw you. When you smiled through your pain so others wouldn't worry, I was there. And I was never standing on the sidelines with a scorecard. I was beside you, holding you through the very moments you thought you were alone. I am not like the world, child. The world rewards the productive, the young, the strong, the shiny. But I am not seeking your resume. I am not waiting for you to bring me a list of things you've accomplished or battles you've won. My love cannot be increased by your good days, and it will not be decreased by your worst. Do you believe that? I want you to hear it again. My love for you is not earned, it is given. You may think, but I've made so many mistakes. Yes, I know them all. Every single one. And still, my love stands firm. You may say, but I should have prayed more, done more, believed more. Perhaps. But even in your doubts, even in your silence, I never withdrew. My love has always surrounded you like the air you breathe, unseen, constant, essential. For many of my older children, this truth is hard to receive. You were raised to work hard, to show up, to be strong, to earn your keep. And there is honor in those values. But hear me. Your worth to me is not rooted in how much you've produced. I do not tally your worth like the world does. I see your soul. I see the you that you have tried to hide under years of responsibility and worry. And I love that you have carried so many people. You have carried families, jobs, churches, communities. But now, I want to carry you. You've always felt more comfortable doing than being, more natural helping others than receiving help yourself. But my love is not something to work for. It is something to receive. It is a gift freely offered, not a paycheck at the end of a life's labor. And now, in these later chapters of your life, I want you to open your hands and simply receive. When you sit alone in your room and wonder if anyone notices you anymore, I do. When you feel forgotten in a world that moves faster every day, I have never stopped watching you. When you feel your usefulness has ended, remember, my love was never about your usefulness. It was always about your being. You are mine. That is enough. Think back with me now. Remember when you were a child and you longed to be held? You may not have had someone who held you then, but I was holding you, and I still am. You may have gone your whole life trying to be good enough for everyone around you, but with me, you never had to be anything but who you are. I created you. I know every layer of you, and I love you exactly as you are, not as you think you should be. You've tried to earn so much love in this life, but my love cannot be bought, bargained for, or worked into. It can only be accepted. You might say, but I don't feel worthy. And I will say to you, you don't have to feel worthy. You are worthy because I say you are. My word is final. My declaration over you is eternal. I chose you, not because of what you've done, but because I delight in who you are. If only you could see yourself through my eyes, even for a moment. If only you could see the kindness in your soul, the wisdom in your journey, the strength in your scars. You see age. I see beauty. You see decline. I see depth. You see failure. I see faith. Even now, my love for you burns as brightly as the sun, never flickering, never fading. You may not be able to do what you once did. Your hands may tremble, your steps may slow, your voice may weaken. But my love has not changed. My love still surrounds you, flows through you, holds you. I want you to rest in me now. You don't have to impress me. You never did. Come sit with me. Bring your memories, your regrets, your hopes, your fears. Bring it all. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are just right for my love to work wonders in you. You still have breath, and with every breath, I speak my love again. I have loved you with an everlasting love. So let the striving stop. Let the performance end. Lay down the burden of proving yourself. You are already loved. You are already enough. And nothing, no act of yours, no sin, no weakness, can separate you from that truth. My love is not earned. It is given. And I give it to you, now and forever. Come closer, my child. Draw near, not with your hands full of tasks or your heart brimming with guilt. Come as you are, quiet, worn, wondering. For this moment, do not worry about what you must do or what you should have done. I am not calling you to action right now. I am calling you to presence. Sit with me. You've spent so much of your life doing, waking early, making sure everyone was taken care of. You learned how to survive through effort, through motion, through responsibility. You measured your days in tasks accomplished, in people helped, in burdens shouldered. But now, I ask something far different. I ask you to stop, to pause, to be still, and to be with me. This is not a performance. This is not a duty. This is communion. This is relationship. This is what I've longed for with you. Not just your service, not just your obedience, but your presence. Even now, you may feel the urge to prove yourself, to list the ways you've served me, to explain the things you regret not doing better. But I already know. I have seen it all. Every success, every stumble, every silent prayer whispered in the dark. I'm not asking for your resume, child. I'm asking for your heart. I don't want your performance. I want your company. For so long, even in my house, you were taught to keep going. Keep serving. Keep volunteering. Keep appearing strong. But I see the weariness behind the smile. I see the heaviness behind your good intentions. And I say again, you do not need to perform. Not for me. Never for me. Sit with me. In your younger years, it was harder to be still. There were mouths to feed, people to please, tasks that couldn't wait. But now, as life slows down, I am offering you a holy invitation. I'm not trying to make you useful again in the world's eyes. I'm drawing you into deeper rest with me. I don't need you to pretend anymore. If you are tired, tell me. If you are scared, I can hold that. If you feel forgotten, let me remind you that I have never, not once, taken my eyes off you. You see, I have not built a throne for workers alone. I have built a home for children who simply want to be with their father. I am not grading your performance. I am preparing a table. I have laid out a place for you. I have poured the wine and broken the bread. I have opened my arms and said, come, sit, be still, be with me. This moment, right now, is holy. Not because of anything you've done, but because I am here, and you are here, and we are together. Think back, my child. Think of all the times you thought I was far away. I wasn't. You thought I was distant because you hadn't prayed enough, or read enough, or given enough. But I was never measuring your devotion by your performance. I was watching your heart. And even in your quietest seasons, I never stopped loving you. I know you have questions. You wonder if you did enough. You wonder if you missed my will at some point in your life. You worry about the legacy you're leaving. But I want you to know, I am more interested in your being with me now than what you did back then. The world told you that to matter, you had to stay busy, that your value was tied to your productivity. But in my kingdom, it is not so. In my presence, Your value is not measured by output. It is measured by the simple truth that you are mine. Sit with me. Let your hands rest. Let your heart stop racing. You don't need to carry everyone anymore. You don't need to impress anyone, not your children, not your church, not even yourself. You are allowed to just be, to breathe, to rest in me. You may wonder what this stillness is supposed to accomplish. That's the language of the world again, always looking for results. But my ways are different. In stillness, I heal. In silence, I speak. In your rest, I pour out more love than you ever imagined. You are not wasting time when you sit with me. You are investing in eternity. So come, not with plans, but with openness. Let me do the speaking for a while. Let me remind you of who you are. You are not forgotten. You are not cast aside. You are not finished. You are deeply loved, and I long to be with you. Even now, your mind may resist this. You may feel unworthy to sit quietly with me. You may feel like you should be doing something more. But hear me again. I do not want your performance. I want your presence. My Son did not come to demand more striving. He came to give rest to the weary, peace to the anxious, comfort to the broken. And he came for you. Even now his arms are stretched wide. His invitation remains, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." I am not counting your missed opportunities. I am counting every moment you choose to sit with me. That is what delights my heart. So come. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to figure everything out. Just sit. Just breathe. Just be. And I will meet you there. Always. My beloved, hear this from my heart. I have never measured your worth by how strong you appear, by what you can still lift, by how long you can stand, or by how fast you can move. Your strength, your physical ability, your energy, your endurance, was never the foundation of your value to me. And it is not now. You've spent so many years being strong. Strong for your children, strong for your spouse, strong for your church, your co-workers, your friends. You didn't always feel strong, but you pushed through. You carried burdens quietly. You smiled when your heart ached. You gave when no one saw. But now, in this season of life, when your body slows and your steps grow unsteady, you wonder if your worth has lessened. You wonder if your best days are behind you. But I tell you plainly, your value to me has not changed one bit. You were never valuable because of what you could do. You were valuable because of who you are, and whose you are. You belong to me, too. You may feel the limitations more acutely now. Your body aches where it didn't before. You forget things more easily. You may need help in ways that make you feel embarrassed or ashamed. But I am not ashamed of you. I am proud of you. I am proud of the road you've walked, the years you've endured, the faith you've held on to, even when it wavered. The world may not see you anymore, but I do. When you rise slowly from your chair, I see you. When you walk down the hallway with cautious steps, I am walking with you. When you sit quietly in the corner wondering if you're still needed, I am whispering, "Yes, you are needed. You are still mine. You are still part of my plan." Strength in my kingdom does not look like the strength of the world. My Son showed this when he allowed himself to be crucified. The world mocked his weakness, but through that weakness, I brought salvation. So do not think your limitations disqualify you. They may be the very place I am choosing to reveal my glory. You may feel fragile, but I see beauty in that fragility. I see tenderness that wasn't there when you were younger. I see wisdom in your pauses, grace in your slowness, and reverence in your quiet prayers. Do you remember when you used to rush through your days barely having time to speak to me? Now in the silence, you have more time to sit with me, and I treasure that. I am not in a hurry. I have all the time in eternity to be with you. Let go of the pressure to prove your worth through strength. I am not counting how many tasks you complete or how long you can remain independent. I am not impressed by performance. I am moved by presence. I want you to hear this clearly. It is okay to be weak. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to let others care for you. Just as you once cared for others, now let yourself be cared for. There is no shame in that. In fact, there is humility and beauty in receiving. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. You may not lift heavy loads anymore, but your prayers lift the weary. You may not speak from platforms, but your quiet encouragement carries more weight than you realize. You may not lead as you once did, but your example still leads, because people are watching how you finish. And I care deeply about how you finish. Not that you finish strong in the world's eyes, but that you finish near to me. Even when your hands tremble, you can still reach for me. Even when your voice is faint, your prayers are heard in heaven. Even when your legs grow tired, I carry you. I have never loved you for your usefulness. I have always loved you for your heart. When you feel discouraged by what you cannot do anymore, come to me. Let me remind you of what still matters most. Your love for me, your trust in me, your nearness to me. These things shine brighter than anything else in my sight. I am not asking for your strength. I am offering you mine. Even now my spirit lives in you, renewing you day by day. Your outer body may waste away, but your spirit is being renewed. I am making you more like me, not through power and might, but through surrender and trust. Your worth is not in your strength. It never was. It is in your belonging. It is in your belovedness. It is in the simple, eternal truth that you are mine. So when you feel small, lean into me. When you feel forgotten, remember I never lose sight of you. When you feel useless, trust that I am still using your life to speak my love into the world. The greatest strength you have now is not in your muscles, but in your memory of my faithfulness. You have seen my hand over the years. You have watched me carry you through valleys and deserts. Now, even in your limitations, you are a living testimony to others. You prove that I am faithful not just in youth, but in old age. Not just in health, but in frailty. You are my beloved, today, tomorrow, and always. Let your soul rest in this truth. You don't have to be strong to be precious to me. You just have to be mine. And you are. Now, my beloved one, pause. Breathe. Let everything else fade into the background for this moment. You've heard my words. You've listened to my heart. Now I ask something sacred of you. Let this truth settle, not in your mind alone, not as another idea to consider, but deep into your heart, where all true transformation begins. Let the truth sink in that you are loved beyond condition, beyond effort, beyond your strength or lack of it. Let it rest within you like warm sunlight through a window, not needing to prove anything, just being, just shining. I have spoken to you not as a stranger, but as your Creator, your Father, your ever-present God. You are not a forgotten soul among many. You are seen, you are known, and you are deeply, eternally loved. That truth has not changed from the day you were formed in the womb. It will not change on your last breath on this earth, and it will never change in all eternity. But child, I know how deeply the lies have taken root, the lies that told you to measure your value by your usefulness, the lies that whispered you had to be perfect to be loved, the lies that told you to keep busy or else you would be forgotten. Those lies are not from me, and I am asking you now, in this moment, to release them. Let them go. They have no place in your heart any longer. Instead, let the truth take their place. Let it settle in slowly, like water soaking into dry soil. Don't rush it. Don't try to force it. Just receive it. You don't have to keep striving. I'm not asking you to chase approval or earn acceptance. That part of your journey can rest now. You've worked hard. You've given much. But now, I want you to live from a different place, not from pressure, but from peace. Not from earning, but from being embraced. You are my beloved child, and you have always been. Let this truth settle in your mornings, when you wake with questions. Let it settle in the quiet hours, when the world seems to forget your name. Let it settle as you sit in your favorite chair, as you sip your coffee or listen to the birds. I am with you. I am for you. And my love has not lessened. When fear rises about the future, about your health, your family, or even about death itself, return to this truth. I have you. I am your shepherd, even as you walk through the shadowed valleys. You will not face them alone. You've carried enough. Now, let me carry you. Let this truth settle into your prayers, not as desperate pleas, but as quiet conversations. You don't need to impress me with words. I already know your heart. I want your honesty, your simplicity, your presence. Speak to me like the child you once were, trusting, open, real. That's all I ask. Let this truth settle into your regrets. Yes, you have them. Everyone does. But I am not the God of regret. I am the God of redemption. I take what was broken, and I make it beautiful. I take what was lost, and I restore it. I do not waste your past. I fold every moment, every mistake, every wound into the story of grace I am writing in your life. Nothing is beyond my reach. Not your failings, not your years, not your wounds. Let this truth settle into your relationships. Perhaps you feel some were left unresolved. Maybe there are loved ones you've lost or those you've grown distant from. I see it all. I know every thread of your story. And I promise you, what you've entrusted to me, I will not leave unfinished. I am the God who binds what was torn. I am the one who makes all things new. So let peace come in. Let forgiveness rise. Let hope return. Let this truth settle into your purpose. You may wonder what your purpose is now. The roles you once held may be gone. The stage may be smaller. But you are still called. You are still useful in my hands. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are in me. Your prayers matter. Your presence matters. Your very being is a witness to my love. You may not realize it, but others are watching how you love, how you rest in me, how you hold on when things are uncertain. That is power. That is purpose. And that is legacy. Let this truth settle into your final years, not as an end, but as a transition into something far greater. This life is not all there is. It never was. You are drawing closer to the place I have prepared for you. A place with no pain, no sorrow, no time, only joy, only glory, only love. And when you arrive, you will not be greeted by shame or reminders of what you didn't do. You will be embraced by me. You will see me face to face. And I will say to you, welcome home, my beloved one. I've been waiting for this moment. Well done, well loved, well held. Until that day, let this truth live inside you like breath. I am your God, and you are my child, and nothing, not age, not weakness, not loss, not even death, can change that. So breathe now, rest now, trust now. Let this truth settle deeply within you, and live from it, always.